Go ahead. Radha, start.
When life gives you a banana, तुम उसको छील के खा जाना. When life gives you a banana, तुम उसको छील के खा जाना. Always remember what the old man said. You'll be in till you are game. Always remember what the old man said. तुम game में रहोगे until you are dead. Life a banana, तुम उसको छील के खा जाना. Well, good morning, friends. Well. You all must be thinking, what's wrong with this girl today and why is she behaving crazy? Trust me, all is just right with me. And that's how life has to be. Life can be overwhelming at times, and at times we feel that we are losing control and losing grip over our life. When life is driving you nuts, trust me, just crush the nuts, make a chicky out of it, and have a sweet tooth for yourself. That's how we all can conquer life. Be mad, be crazy, just let yourself loose and do whatever makes you feel happy. Just dance in the rain, dance in the puddle, and just leave everything aside, all your tension, and just live and to the fullest extent of your life. Celebrate humanness, celebrate craziness, celebrate your inadequacies, celebrate your honor, and above all, celebrate that's you. With this, good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and I would like to kickstart off our meeting. I welcome you all to meeting number 474 of Bangalore Toastmasters Club. Before we start off the meeting, there are some ground rules we need to follow. First, kindly put your mobile phones on silent mode or on vibrating mode. Second, do not talk about sex, religion, or politics during the meeting. Kindly put yourself on mute mode when you're not speaking. And fourth and important, since we are online, kindly the next speaker always try to keep your videos on so that we can save on time. So with this, I would like to forward this meeting and hand over our meeting to our amiable and ambitious and compassionate President Toastmaster Sunita Pereira. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you, Radha, for that very enjoyable introduction. Good morning, Bangalore Toastmasters.
Morning.
I have a confession to make.
Good morning.
I was actually quite thrilled when Sapna told me about the theme for this meeting. Just think, wouldn't it be fun to go undercover somewhere, do something unexpected, and have people turn around and say, "Are you?" You know, the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland says, "I'm not. My reality is just different from yours." Think about it. When we look at half a glass of water, some of us say, "Oh, it's only half empty." But the others say, "Oh, it's half full." When we look at a clock, some of us say, "Oh, I've got only 30 minutes left." But others say, "Oh, I've got 30 minutes more." So my reality may be different from yours, but let's learn to discover our own reality and to enjoy it. So let's begin this morning with a prayer. I ask Toastmaster Neil to say the prayer for today. Neil, over to you.
Thank you. I'll just share my screen. I will not be saying a prayer. I'll be playing one. So there it goes. Can you hear it?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Sunita, you're on mute.
Thank you. Like I said, thank you. It was a wonderful moment of silence and prayer, and I hope we will hear it more often. Thank you, Neil. Do we have any felicitations from the members? If you can switch on your video and unmute. Would anyone like to share felicitations? Okay, while you're thinking about it, I would like to let you know that at the Division Mela last Sunday, Team MTM, which included Fiona, Neil, and Benzita, got the first place in Verdict, in the event called Verdict, which is really nice. Fiona wanted to know what the prize was. Fiona, by the way, it's on the way. It's going to be sent to me. So I will review first before forwarding to you. Also, the team from we took part as a club, but we represented our area. So Kavita joined the dancers from Bantwal Speech Weavers and took part in Dance Mein Chance, and they got third position. So cheers for Kavita also, and for our 3 team members from Verdict. Thank you for taking part, and I hope next time more of club members will take part. Is anyone else who'd like to share a felicitation?
Yeah, Sunita Sukanya here.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'm the president of the Residents Welfare Association at my apartment.
Oh, great. Oh, great, great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 presidents on board. Cheers to that. Any more? Anyone else? Anyone else would like to?
Sapna here.
Yes, Sapna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to do a show for one of the media houses. This is going to be
Wow.
on YouTube. I'm trying this for the first time. The first episode is just out. They have not yet released it. I think this is
Okay.
going to start in September. I'll share the promo video on Adda. I was like too embarrassed when they had sent me initially, but now I've overcome that thing, and I will share that and let you know what exactly it is all about. And also will let you know what are the episodes and when the episodes will be out. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Great, Sapna. Please don't be embarrassed. We are going to publish it everywhere we can if we can. Yeah. Anyone else would like to share a felicitation? Anyone else? Okay, let's welcome our guests. Could I request our guests to switch on their video? There was a Mr. Rupesh with us. Is he still here? No? Okay, let's go ahead. All right, okay, maybe he's left. Right, doesn't matter. Okay, we can go ahead. Let's start our regular meeting. Our Toastmaster of the day is a former club president, a former area director, and works as a financial planner consultant. But in her home club, she is friendly, helpful, cheerful, and always ready to do something. Please welcome Toastmaster Sapna Shenoy. Over to you, Sapna.
Good morning, crazy people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Crazy
Good
Toastmaster
morning.
of the day.
Sapna. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So, what does crazy mean? Did you guys, actually go into the dictionary and check what does crazy mean? I did that. Okay. So here's what it means. It means mad, especially as manifested in wild or aggressive behavior. That's not what actually is required today. But the other meaning is what actually suits today's theme. Extremely enthusiastic. But let's keep aside the meaning that dictionary uses. Crazy is a word that can mean so many things. It can mean good, it can mean exciting, it can even mean sad or bad. It can mean, like how we Indians express, ayo, that also, we sometimes express as crazy. It can be annoying. It can mean so many things. Basically, crazy is a word that defines us human. And I think it's crazy, that craziness is what actually makes us normal in the crazy world. There was an activity that I did before we started the meeting. I approached all the role takers and I asked them one crazy thing that they have done in their life. Okay. Now I'm so happy that on time everybody sent me all that crazy thing that they wanted to share, and some of them were actually confused which was the most craziest one. Okay. So fasten your seat belts. there's something exciting that I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal all that crazy stuff that I've shared, that these role takers have shared with me. And if I have not shared, don't worry. People who are only in the audience watching us do all this crazy stuff today, we have, towards the end, we usually have something called the round robin. We today are going to have crazy robin. Okay, everybody will be given 20 seconds and disclose that whatever crazy stuff that you are up to or you had done or experienced in the past. So let's begin with the first segment of the Toastmasters meeting, prepared speeches. Okay. Before we begin, let me call upon the grammarian for the day. Who's a grammarian? Toastmaster Fiona, the one who is sitting with a word on her screen. Okay. I like that craziness. Okay. Okay. Now, what was that crazy incident that she wanted to share with all of us? She says, okay, I'm not going to translate it because I think it will take away the punchline out of whatever they wanted to say. So I'm going to read what they have sent me on the text. Okay. She says, I don't think I have done anything crazy. Really, Fiona, except for quitting my job in the middle of a pandemic. Okay. I think that is definitely crazy. And if it's crazy, I would give you 10 on 10 for that. Okay. I think you have come to the right place. If you think you are not crazy, you are at MTM. So this is a place where, more crazy stuff will happen and you will definitely find yourself more crazy with time. So Fiona, please give us the word of the day.
Thank you, Sapna, for informing everyone. I didn't want anyone to know, but then anyway, so it's okay now that Sapna has told. Okay, so good morning. As the grammarian for today, I will be responsible for taking note of any incorrect usage and good usage of the English language. I will also be taking note of the usage of the word for the day, which is, as you can see, preposterous. Preposterous is an adjective, which means it can be used to describe nouns. The meaning is contrary to reason or common sense, utterly absurd or ridiculous. It can be used to express outrageous actions or ideas. You can also use ly, preposterously, or preposterousness. In a sentence, although the plan seemed preposterous, it worked. It is preposterous. I will just post it in the chat box for the pronunciation. Preposterous. Yeah, okay. So while I know that using the word preposterousness in a sentence sounds preposterous, but I, as the grammarian, have preposterously marked it as the word of the day. So please try to use it. Thank you. Back to TMOD.
Thank you, Fiona. Now, just to help our guests for the day, we have some of the role takers, and I want role takers to just describe what you're going to do or describe your role in just 2 or 3 sentences. The next role taker we have is our counter, Toastmaster Della. Okay, now let me tell you, I don't want to say crazy thing that she had texted me. It is really crazy, and I want her to explain what that stuff is all about. Della, please go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. So I had actually texted Sapna yesterday, something else which I thought was crazy. But by the end of the day, something actually crazy did happen with me. So I went shopping with Toastmaster Anita, my mom, yesterday. And as we were shopping, we selected what we wanted. And you know how ladies are, we want to get some cosmetics and everything. So we did that. And she was, when we were at the billing counter, she was on call with my brother. And I was focusing on a Zoom call, which I had volunteered for a workshop. And I was busy with that. And now with the no plastics, no handbag, no bags to carry the stuff, we told them that we already have a bag, so we'll take the stuff with us. So the salesman kept giving me one by one, and I just kept putting it in my bag, not knowing, and in the end, what he was giving me. It looked weird, it looked heavy, and I thought it's both of us, mom and me. So we end up usually buying weird stuff or crazy stuff or have a crazy time. So I thought it's fine, it's normal. But while actually seeing, it was the card machine with her ATM card in it, and I was about to put it in my bag. So that was the crazy thing that happened just yesterday.
Thanks, Stella. You are also the R counter for today. So could you just tell us what you exactly will be doing during the meeting?
Yes. For the purpose of the R counter will note words and sounds used as a crutch or a pause filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. So words that are inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, sounds may be or The R counter will also note when a speaker or anyone who speaks repeats a words or phrase such as I, or this means, and like. So any such words that you will be using, which is not necessary during your speech or when you're giving an evaluation, I will be making a note of it. Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stella. Next, we have the timer for the day, Toastmaster Radha. Can you please come on screen and give us a demo so that the speakers know how to pin you or yes. Could you please tell us about your role?
Yeah, my role today is of a timer, and I will be recording and reporting the time of all the prepared speeches of all the speakers, which is basically the time limit between 5 to 7 minutes. And for the table topic speakers, the time is between 1 to 2 minutes. And for the evaluators, again, between 2 to 3 minutes. And at the end of the meeting, I will be reporting the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radha. Now let's begin with the first segment. That's the prepared speech segment. The first speaker we have is Toastmaster Avin. Now, Toastmaster Avin is evaluated by Toastmaster Shraddha. Now, I asked her, what was that craziest thing that you had done? And Toastmaster Shraddha told us the craziest thing that she has done in recent times was agreeing to the president of MTM. Is that Toastmaster Shraddha, please give us the objectives of Toastmaster Avin's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. Toastmaster Avin is in level 2, second speech. The purpose of his speech is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. Timer, please note down, time is 5 to 7 minutes. Our style, our way. Toastmaster Avin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. I will reveal the crazy stuff that Avin has told later after his speech. Right now, let us listen to him. Toastmaster Avin, our style, our way. Our style, our way, Toastmaster Avin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. A little girl, on noticing the ice cream truck, takes initiative and asks her father, wouldn't it be nice to have something cold this hot summer, like an ice cream? Her father, instantly, wasting no time, says, no, you cannot. You'll get a cold. On hearing the father, the child starts to cry, causing the mother to act and tell the child, there, don't be upset. Daddy loves you and doesn't want you to fall sick. Then, adding to all the conversation, the brother of the girl pitches in saying, yes, it is Corona time. Falling sick is a big probability. However, how about we order KFC? It's Wednesday, we'll get a good discount. A very good morning, my dear Toastmasters and guests. Just as clothes, accessories, body language define an identity, one's communication style distinguishes individuals. It indirectly represents one's aspirations, stances, and attitudes. Various situations and circumstances in life shape people's manner of communication. All human beings by nature are born communicators. Right from a neonate, a newborn baby communicates its presence with a loud cry that all in the labor room long to hear. People communicate various ideas, feelings, information, and thoughts with each other. It's an innate aspect of being human. In the story I described, we see four main styles in which people communicate. The little girl showed great, energetic, sociable, spontaneous style in her communication. This is the initiative style of communication. The father of the child gave a decisive, confident reply. It shows the second style of communication, that is, the direct style. We saw the mother give a calm, gentle, supportive reply to the child. This style is the supportive style of communication. Finally, the brother gave a cool, analytical, logical reply. That is the analytical style of communication. Every individual is wired differently and tends to lean to a certain style more often, creating their dominant communication style. This, however, could lead to challenging situations. For example, if one has a supportive personality and is asked to take part in an event but doesn't really want to, will usually hesitate to voice out their inhibition to take part due to certain reasons. However, someone who's a direct communicator in a similar position will not hesitate to voice out and say that they will not be able to take part. So in this scenario, the direct communicator usually tends to be a better and more effective communicator. Let us take another case. Say someone has done a mistake and the supervisor is a direct communicator and whips out his opinion. It could probably demoralize the person. However, in this scenario, a supportive supervisor will be able to get the person to realize his mistake in the most understanding manner, increasing morale and performance. So in this situation, a supportive communicator is inclined to have better impact. It is important to note that each style of communication is equally important and needs to be used in the right context at the right time for effective communication. Hence, even though the subject of the message is the same, what you say and how you say it is very important to be a good communicator. Remember, even though one has a more dominant style in communication, it need not refrain one from using other styles when necessary. It's always one's free choice in a given situation to use the necessary style for effective communication. Now, with that being said, let me tell you how the test on Toastmasters portal ranked my communication style. On the top two of the list, it says that I am predominantly using a supportive and initiative style of communication, with analytical and direct being my lesser used traits. I would like to know from each of you, my dear Toastmasters, if you feel this is true from your perspective. Give me a yes or a no and any other feedback in my personal comment box. It would be great for my personal growth. Just as iron sharpens iron, our interactions at Toastmasters sharpens each of us. Viktor Frankl, in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, says, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Keeping in mind our main personality trait of communication style, the way we come across to a person is still a choice we make. Even though our style may be a little crazy and preposterous, let us always remember, as we keep our style of communication, let us choose our way of communication. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. Please give him a round of virtual applause. Now, Toastmaster Arvind, I would say your way of communication is very convincing. You know, the time, or every time I listen to you, I feel like even if you would tell me to do something wrong, I would just do that because your kind of very convincing, the way your voice, your pitch, etc. Now, Toastmaster Avin, as I told you, has shared something crazy that he has done before, and that is, let me read out what he has said. He took part in a competition during, he says, took part in a competition during my BBM at Bangalore. I was given ₹100 and had to buy a product on the street and sell for a profit, then again buy and resell and repeat in a time duration of an hour. The one who made the most was the winner. I managed to sell, buy and sell and make a neat $1,220 and win the game. Wow. Techniques used in the selling process are highly not recommended, he says. Thank you, Toastmaster Avin, for sharing that with us. The second speaker we have today is another crazy lady of MTM, Toastmaster Kavita. And to evaluate her, we have another very young, crazy member of ours, Toastmaster Winston. And what is Toastmaster Winston's crazy experience is? He says when he was 60, he actually ran a race of 100 meters race with a 45-year-old guy. He says he's not sad that he didn't win, but he took part and he did complete that 100 meters race is the crazy stuff that he had done. Over to you, Toastmaster Winston. Please give us the objectives of Toastmaster Kavita's speech.
Thank you, Sapna. Toastmaster Kavita is on Presentation Mastery Level 2. The purpose is effective body language, how to use body language while speaking publicly, and understanding how your style interacts with others. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Kavita. Over to you, Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Winston. Toastmaster Kavita, 50 before 50. 50 before 50, Toastmaster Kavita.
Sapna, thank you. I want to check my audio and video because it's the first time I'm standing and giving my speech. So am I good to go?
Yes, it's clear and the audio is also clear. You can go ahead. Yes.
Thank you, Sapna. I start now. Timer. It doesn't matter when we start. It doesn't matter where we start. All that matters is to start. Good morning, Toastmasters and dear friends. There is a surprise for you. I'm sure you got this right. This is my bucket list. So here we go. I have a surprise because I am turning 50 in a few days from now. But at heart, I am sweet 15. I hope you all agree. So this is my bucket list, what I'm going to share with you all. It's full of dreams and desires, which everyone would admire. It is full of ambition and goals. And this is what I have borrowed from my life. This is the only thing which life has made it very different for me. It is aspiring, it is ethereal, it is kindle, and it is imperial. It is truly a beautiful experience. My prospects, my beliefs. This is what is my bucket list, which is carrying towards me. And to get to know more about this, I am going to share with you 5 of my favorite things in my bucket list. Let me take you to my journey, which I'm very passionate about. That is adventure and travel. So my first experience to go is my trip to Pattaya. And what it got to me from my bucket list, what parasailing. I landed at Pattaya with my husband. I was standing in the queue. I saw a crewman heading towards me to help me wear my vest, the life jacket, to fly high. He also guided me and my husband all the rules and regulations which we needed to follow when we fly and land as well. He also told us we were safely connected to the boat which was controlling us. And the time came for us to fly. It was an ineffable and magical experience, truly. But do you know what happened next? They dropped us into the water, and it was a thrilling experience. Believe it or not, my heart stopped for a moment. But when I landed to the boat, I was feeling so good, and it was truly a beautiful experience. And that was gratifying. After that, this experience was truly a tremendous one, as elevating your fears and inspiring yourself to enjoy this particular experience firsthand was amazing. Coming to my second experience, which I want to share with you all, is music. Music has brought a lot of joy into my life, and I have started learning keyboard during this pandemic. You'd believe it, I have a secret to share. I am 49, turning 50 in few days, and the youngest of the group, and the rest of my friends are below 12 years. Isn't it amazing? Billy, and I would also like to tell you one thing, that life brings a lot to us. Age is not a barrier to start anything you do. My experience learning this piano, my keyboard sessions were truly good. Music is a piece of art that goes into your ears and deep into your heart. I am enjoying these sessions thoroughly with my keyboard classes. The third experience, which I would like to share with each one of you, is my personal reflection from what I would love to tell you is that my post-graduation degree, which I did recently, 2 years down the line, I wanted to do my master's in English, and I completed it with distinction results. And that only happened because of my hard work, and I strived hard to do so. So I would like to tell you that after 29 years, I started studying, and it was not a cakewalk for me, but believe it, it was fun. So it is not the age what really matters, dear Toastmasters. It is what you're passionate about. So my fourth one on list, which I would like to share with you all, is nothing but what inspired me from the movie Titanic. Yes, you got it right. It was a cruise. I and my husband traveled to Singapore. It was an first international flight which we boarded. And when we got inside the flight and landed in Singapore, what a beautiful feeling when I saw the cruise waiting for me to board in. When I boarded in the cruise, you know what happened? For my excitement, we were on the 13th floor, the ocean view, a very compact and a beautiful designed room. And most importantly, not to miss the washroom, which was very, very beautiful, I would say. I don't think anybody would call a washroom beautiful, but for me it was. And I would not, forget about the amenities, what were there in the cruise, right from the swimming pool, a gym, and other amenities, which were like chocolate parties, massages, and whatnot. The whole floor in the cruise had sumptuous varieties of spread of food, and we enjoyed it to our best. What I would like to tell you is that this experience of mine in the cruise, 2 nights in the cruise without any sickness, was a beautiful experience. And I think each one of you should try doing so one or the other day. Coming to my last, but not the least, I would say, it is something to achieve in the plethora of my bucket list. And that is very important, which is health. I truly believe health is something which we need to take care of. And I exercise very regularly, but I never saw that, I didn't know what was healthy eating. So recently I joined a lady, a nutritionist who was very good with me. She guided me well what was good eating and healthy eating. So Toastmasters, I would like to tell you that make a bucket list, fill it with your dreams that have no boundaries. Stop dreaming about your bucket list and start living it. Over to you, TMOD.
You're muted, Sapna.
Sorry. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kavita. And if I had to define you, I would call you uber crazy. I would like to imitate the craziness that you have, and in everything that you do. Amazing job. And I wish I gracefully, when I turn 50, I am as graceful as you are. You're truly an inspiration to all of us. And the crazy thing that she has shared with us, it is not only crazy, this is a little shocking as well. Now, we all know that she took part in the Division Mela dance competition. Now, I think most of us didn't know that she was COVID positive. And during this time, she choreographed, participated, and won the contest. I think I need to do this too. Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. Now, moving on to our third speaker. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Sukanya, DTM Sukanya. And to evaluate her, we have Toastmaster Benzita. And this is what Benzita shared with me. Is Benzita here?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, I think she's sad that I'm going to read this. Okay. Benzita, have more energy in your voice. Okay. So she says, I committed to being an MC in Konkani for a wedding without any clue what to do. Had to watch YouTube videos and ask 100 questions to my mother and got a script done. And at the ending, I completely forgot to give the couple their wedding march till the DJ hinted to me. So yeah, COVID good times, she says, and got a great experience, and I was gifted a pretty sweet bag for my trouble. I'm sure you did a good job, Toastmaster Benzita. Toastmaster Benzita, could you please read out the objectives of Toastmaster Sukanya's speech?
Yeah, Toastmaster Sukanya is on her visionary communication path. Her current speech is of level 3. And the purpose of her speech today is to develop a communication plan. The project would be a 5 to 7 minute speech where she would practice developing a communication plan that is either real or hypothetical. The title of her speech is Don't Litter Makes the World Bitter. And all the best, Toastmaster Sukanya. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Benzita. Now over to our third speaker, Toastmaster Sukanya. Don't litter makes the world bitter. Don't litter makes the world bitter, Toastmaster Sukanya.
Okay, good morning, Toastmaster. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, Toastmaster Sukanya.
Okay. So good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Starting at ground zero, I'm going to talk about the waste management communication plan for Sai Grandier Apartments. With a population of 5 lakhs in Mangalore city, we generate about 450 tons of waste every day. At my apartment with 100 residents, we generate about 200 kgs of waste, of which 100 kgs turns out to be wet waste. Now, as bulk generators of waste, we need to become environmentally sensitive so that we enjoy clean air and water in the years to come. Moreover, we need to explore more efficient ways to segregate and recycle waste. Now, one of the main aims of developing this communication plan for waste management is to reduce waste and also to increase the sustainability of waste collection operations. Besides, we need to inform, engage, and motivate the various stakeholders, right from the residents who are bulk generators of waste to the waste collectors, the waste recyclers, and the authorities towards the concept of reduce, reuse, and recycle waste. Here, the objective is to strengthen the dialogue between the various stakeholders so that we have a participatory management of solid waste in the apartment. Now, what we have also seen is that whenever there is a waste management communication, it is targeted mostly at women. We believed that all involved, all the residents must be involved because the children, men, senior citizens, all of us generate waste. In addition, we also needed to include the domestic helpers since they are also partially responsible for segregating the waste. Apart from that, we have the recyclers. In local parlance, we call them the Gujari collectors, who visit our apartments every Sunday to collect the newspapers, cartons, milk packets, and so on. Now, their contribution to our environment is phenomenal because they are the chief recyclers in the whole system. Now, a communication plan had to be tailored to each of these groups. My involvement with the community waste segregation began about 2 years ago when our apartment complex received a letter from the city corporation saying that waste segregation was mandatory and there was going to be a substantial penalty in case of violation. Now, while the previous attempts which I had made in order to engage the residents to segregate waste had gone, really waste because they thought, what's in it for me? But today we could tell them clearly that, look, if you do not segregate the waste, we would receive a substantial penalty. So we formed a group of 6 women. We knocked on every door and we engaged them and motivated them to segregate the waste, and also informed them about the penalty that we would be charged in case of non-segregation of waste. Apart from that, every single day for a month, we went along with the cleaning staff while the garbage was being collected from each household, and saw to it that the garbage was actually segregated in the bins. Now, if it was not segregated, we did the preposterous thing of clicking pictures and sending it privately to each of the individual households on WhatsApp. And in the process, we did earn quite a few enemies. So over a couple of months, the residents began segregating the waste. So we thought, okay, now this is done. So we kind of celebrated a little bit of success. Now, during this whole process of segregating the waste, we also decided to convince the managing committee to invest in a wet waste processing machine so that the burden on the city garbage system would be reduced. We generated about 100 kgs of wet waste. So we installed a machine, which would, a fully automatic machine, which would process about 100 kgs of wet waste. Now this comes with the boiler. It heats up the wet waste and grinds it, and the excess water is drained off, and it produces about 30 kgs of dry, powdery, black output. Now, this has to be stored for about 45 days in order to actually convert into compost. Now, while we were wondering on how to dispose of this compost, we communicated this information to all the residents on WhatsApp. And one of the residents who owns a large farm decided to purchase the entire lot from us by paying a price. Now, during the whole discussion of purchasing the wet waste processing machine, we had kept the authorities informed of our plan to invest in a wet waste processing machine. And during the installation, we had even invited them for the program. Apart from that, since we were one of the first apartments to install a wet waste processing machine, we communicated this to the press and received sufficient publicity. Now, this also ensured that we could share our best practices. So even today, we have a stream of visitors from other apartment complexes who come to see our wet waste processing machine and also discuss with us on how we actually succeeded in getting all the residents to segregate the waste and reduce the burden on the city garbage collection system. Now, just when we thought we were successful, COVID hit, lockdowns were announced, our cleaning staff were absent, and some of the residents conveniently reverted back to not segregating waste. So our communication plan had to continue. Our communication had to be more frequent. And now we had to also engage the security staff to ensure that the residents segregated the waste, because the segregated bins were placed on the ground floor. And we as residents had to actually go down to dispose the waste in the bins. So we have to get the data on which of the residents were not segregating, and we had to target the communication only to those residents to make it more effective. So what I believe today, after this whole process of communicating and getting the residents and getting the authorities and the garbage collectors involved in this whole process, I believe that waste management involves behavioral change, and behavioral change involves continuous communication. And that is what I plan to do now as the president. I ensure that people continuously segregate waste and also try to reduce and recycle the waste. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, don't litter, make the world a better place. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sukanya. I really want to confess that you are one person who has inspired me also to segregate the waste and also to compost the veg waste that we get. So that. Now, coming to the crazy stuff that Toastmaster Sukanya has done, I'm sure in her dictionary, crazy actually means adventure. Now she says the craziest thing that she has done is going to sacrifice Rock Island off the coast of Paioli. They went there on a fishing boat and then jumped into the sea and swam across some distance to reach Rock Island with a rope tied onto one end of the fishing boat and the other to the rocky island. And there was a fisherman who helped them cross the sea. Well, I think really the crazy word actually means adventure in your dictionary, and all the best to more adventures that you will do in the future. And she also has spoken about this in one of her speeches some time back, and the speech was titled Let's Go. Thank you, Toastmaster Sukanya. Now coming to the final and the fourth speaker of today, Toastmaster Sulata. And Toastmaster Sulata is evaluated by Toastmaster Praveen. Toastmaster Praveen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Now Toastmaster Praveen says one day he had to stay in the cell of a prison because the quarters were not available. And what was the name of the place, Toastmaster Praveen?
Ramanagara. Ramanagara, near Bangalore.
I think for some of you, Ramanagara jail would be a little familiar because after 1 year, he realized that somebody had informed him that Nityananda Swami also was staying in the same prison where our Toastmaster Praveen had stayed. I think that was really crazy. Okay, Toastmaster Praveen, could you tell us the objectives of Toastmaster Sulata's speech?
Yeah, surely. Good morning, Toastmasters. Toastmaster Sulata is on her level 1, project 2, evaluation and feedback. The purpose of this project is to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to the second speech. And this will be the second speech. She had given her first speech in Sahyadri Toastmasters. The title will be very attractive. Count your memories, not the calories. Toastmaster Sulata, break a leg. Back to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveen. Toastmaster Sulata, count your memories, not the calories. Count your memories, not the calories, Toastmaster Sulata.
Thank you, Sapna. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sorry
And
for
also
interruption.
visible.
Timer, please note, time will be 5 to 7 minutes.
Over to you, Toastmaster Sulata.
Those were the most juicy and delicious gulab jamuns I have ever eaten. And the paneer makhani was just amazing. The paneer cooked soft, tender, and succulent. And the spice just right. Not to forget the rasam vadas I had for breakfast. The vadas were crispy, tasty, and melting in the mouth. And the rasam tantalizingly spicy. God bless the beautiful couple, Sangeeta and Rudra. It was the perfect Indian fat wedding. Friends and fellow Toastmasters, count your memories, not the calories. We humans have celebrated each event in our life with food. Right from the cradle to the grave, each milestone is celebrated with food. In my GSB community, whenever a male child is born, laddus are distributed. And when a girl child is born, it's either barfi or jalebi. I'm not exactly aware of the logic that goes behind the choice of sweet. But for a sweet person like me, each new arrival is a welcome one. Friends, I'm a food lover to the core, thanks to my upbringing. Having resided in many places during childhood, I remember my dad used to treat us to various local delicacies each weekend. Papa would say, I work hard, I earn well, so let's enjoy. We deserve it. And these golden words are etched into my brain. From the humble vada pav of Mumbai to the khandvis, fafras, and dhoklas of Gujarat, tunde kebabs of Lucknow, to the fish moili of Kerala. Believe me, I've relished them all. I still miss the Frankies sold outside our Mitibai College campus. And the Bombay sandwich in our college canteens, oh my. How I miss my friends and their loud banter over a cup of hot cutting chai. I have always believed that food not just nourishes your body, but nurtures your soul as well. Friendships are made, relationships are mended over a delectable spread of goodies. After all, aren't all friend and college reunions incomplete without a spread of delicacies? And let's be honest, friends, don't we all miss the breakfast sessions at Sahodaya during our online meets? So there you go. It's all about feeling good here. Friends, for those amongst you who are health and diet conscious, let me tell you, it's not that I've always been eating like a glutton. I too, in my rare and weak moments, have thought about curbing my food cravings. Let me make a confession. A couple of years back, I too went on a diet. A complete, no sweet, no carb diet. And this diet lasted for around 48 to 50 hours. Yes, sad to say, but it's true. I had to sacrifice my diet for the well-being of my family and for peace to prevail in my marital domain. My kids still shudder at the thought of me going on a diet. And my hubby says, oh no, I do not want to be a punching bag. So there you see, I'm back to my old self, happy and merry as always. After all, it's not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years. So very well said by Sir Abraham Lincoln. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a socially responsible citizen. I believe in giving back to the society. My need and love for food is what drives my farmer brethren to produce better yields. My ever-evolving taste buds challenges the hotel industry and keeps them on their toes. Global and multinational food brands are built around foodies like me. So you see, my love for food, I can set the economy rolling. So with pride, I can say that with each serving that I take, I not only serve my nation, I serve mankind as well. Friends, food can heal, food can rejuvenate, food can lift us from moments of despair. Haven't we all heard of the term comfort foods? I'm sure this term has been coined by a wise old foodie like me. As a child, whenever I felt sick or low, Grandma would say, eat well, my child, you will feel better. And wise old words never fail. After all, khali pet, dimag ki batti nahi jalti. Food can heal broken hearts. And let's not forget, haven't we all said our first I love yous over a bar of Cadbury or a cup of ice cream? And I'm sure all the men in this group will agree that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So friends, stop feeling guilty. Eat free, live free, make merry. As I proudly declare, to hell with the calories. Friends, let's create memories. Over to you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sulata. This speech was definitely yummylicious. And as the fourth and the final speech, I could say this was the dessert of the speech platter for today. Thank you. Now coming to the crazy thing that she shared with me, she says, what's life without a hint of craziness in it? She's a foodie and a fitness freak both at the same time, and achieving a balance between these two makes her go crazy. Thanks for sharing all this to all the evaluators and speakers. Now, before we go on to the next segment, that is the table topic segment, we already have our forms master, I could say, Gladys, put the link in the chat box. Please click on the link or copy it on the browser and vote for the best speaker before we move ahead. And while you do that, I want all of you who are present here to on your videos. We are going to click a photograph and please choose a filter when we click the photograph. Let me give you maybe some 30 seconds to do that.
Sapna, maybe you can ask for the timing for the speeches if everybody's on time.
Yes, yeah, sorry about that. Timer Toastmaster Radha, could you please tell us the time taken by the speakers? And meanwhile, audience, please on your videos and choose a filter for yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. I think all the speakers were on time, but let me give the timings individually. Avin has taken 6 minutes and exact 6 minutes, in fact. Kavita has taken 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Sukanya has taken 7 minutes and 9 seconds. And Sulata has taken 6 minutes and 28 seconds. So I think all are eligible for voting. Thank you.
Please on your videos, Toastmaster Della, Toastmaster Ranjani, we have Toastmaster Ashwini. It's okay if you're not able to choose a filter. If your system doesn't support, it's okay. We have Vidya, I think she's our guest. Oh, that's lovely, Toastmaster Della.
Yeah.
Can somebody please help me click the photo?
Yeah, Sean is clicking the photographs and I'm clicking too.
So crazy people, please pose for the photo.
Sukanya, you have two this, right? Okay. Vidya, could you switch on your video? We'd like to see you since you're our guest today. All right, here I'm clicking people. Please smile. You can give me a heart also, emoticon if you like. Thank you. Sean, is it done?
1 second, please hold the pose.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, done, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sean. Now, moving on to the second segment, that's the table topics segment of the day. And our table topic master for today is Dr. Sapna. Now, the crazy thing that she does, I'm sure everybody's excited to listen. She says, I like to ride bicycle when it rains. It might sound crazy, but it is exhilarating, she says. I've done it many times, and in the future also, I will try. All the best, Sapna. I think we should learn from you, and someday we should have maybe a meeting themed rain dance and maybe rain in the dance. Over to you, Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, your video and audio both are clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters. The table topics is all about impromptu speaking. The time for speaker is 1, 1.5, and 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green flag will be shown, 1.5 yellow, and at 2 minutes, the red flag will be shown. Today's table topics is a small activity. Just imagine that I'm throwing a ball to one member. That member is going to catch the ball, and for that person, I'm going to show a prop. Person has to speak how that prop was useful during this lockdown, especially during maybe the first wave or during the second wave lockdown. So let us start. Let me come to the camera. Just imagine I'm throwing a ball to Toastmaster Anita. Anita, did you catch the ball? Yes, thank you. Your prop is this dishwashing liquid and a scrub. You can speak how did you use this during entire lockdown or during this pandemic?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. Very handy tools that you have shown just now, the dishwashing liquid and the scrub, because it started last pandemic, I should say. Until then, being busy with the school and outdoor work, I didn't really give attention to the liquid that was being used to scrub the vessels. Only now and then we used to, take a different look at all the things that were displayed in the dishwashing section when we went shopping. And then, of course, there were some very good detergents that I used to get from abroad, and I didn't really bother about it. But when it came to last pandemic and people stopped traveling, that is when my search, or shall I say, my quest for a proper detergent began. And it was very frustrating to note that there wasn't any liquid that I could really find that I could say was really good at dishwashing or keeping my vessels clean. And finally, I hit upon one type of prill. It was not the prill that was shown, but it is a prill container that finally satisfied me, and I enjoy dishwashing now. Until then, dishwashing is to continue with a lot of chanting and rantings against everybody for not coming up with the right dishwashing detergent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Anita, for this lovely speech. Now I would like to throw the ball to Toastmaster Gladys. Gladys, are you there?
Yes, I've got the ball. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Can you see this? The board games.
Yeah. Yes, Toastmaster Sapna, I did see the board games. And during the lockdown, I had no time to play the board games because me being one in the essential sector, that because me being a banker, I used to travel to the bank every day. So I had no respite even during the first wave, now the second wave. But of course, they used to play in the bank. Don't tell this to everyone, but there were people who were not busy, and of course those who didn't have issues with their neck, very stealthily they would play the Ludo on their mobiles. They would sit in various corners of the bank, connect, because everybody now has internet on their mobile, and they would play Ludo on their mobile very stealthily. So even the executives or the officers or anybody who was monitoring them wouldn't know that there was, that they are playing the Ludo. So yes, board games were played during the lockdown. And I think this was a very good leisure that was played during the lockdown by many. And so a very enjoyable time that most of them had. And I think board games makes you feel so much younger. And I love the Chinese checker. I remember that when we were a kid, my mom used to be very much interested in this Chinese checker. Those were great memories, and all four of us would sit, and I would love playing the Chinese checker. And most of the time I would win the Chinese checker. So I would really love playing the Chinese checker. And that is one of my most favorite board game. Over to you, Sapna. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gladys, for this wonderful speech. Now I would like to throw the ball to Toastmaster Seema. Seema?
Sapna, I'm the
Yes.
general evaluator, Sapna. So can you give it to someone else? Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Seema.
It's okay.
Yeah. Delight counter. Okay. Sean, could you speak?
Toastmaster Sapna, I'm the photographer of the day. Can you give it to somebody else?
Could we request Ashwini? Would you like to try? You're back with us after a long time. Would you like to just give it a go, Ashwini?
Yeah. Ashwini, would you like to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, Ashwin.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Okay, Ashwin or Ashwini?
I think Sapna, both of them are ready, so you can give chance.
Okay, okay, then good. I'll go with Ashwin first.
Okay.
Okay, Ashwin, catch the ball, and your prop is a book.
Okay. Yes.
Toastmaster Ashwin, you can tell how did you use this during the lockdown, especially like if you have not used, you can tell someone around you must have definitely used.
Yes. Actually, you have given me right choice, and that is book, because I love books, and especially during lockdown, I had learned and I had gone through many books. Especially, I love inspirational quote. That is my favorite book. Every day I go through it. And recently, I downloaded nearly 100 audio books. That is different based on you can win and other. Really, it is very worth of reading. And I love books because books are our best friends. Wherever we go, even though there is online, offline, we did not worry about books, because books helps us to be every time energetic and to be creative and to learn more and more. So I think you have given me the best gift also. I could say that I love to read that book which you have shown me. Really, I try in coming days. And books, what happens, because in computer and all, we need to depend on internet, but books need not worry, just to carry a book with you. And normally I have one book with me always wherever I go, and whenever I get time, I make use of that book. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. Toastmaster Ashwini, are you ready? Okay.
Ashwini,
Ashwini?
I guess she's raised a hand.
Okay, okay. Could you tell her name, Sapna? Okay, Vidya.
Vidya, yes.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go with Ashwini. She's on screen now, and then
Yeah,
we will give Vidya also a turn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ashwini, your prop is hand wash.
Yeah, hand wash at the time of pandemic, I think it was used extensively. I remember going to the supermarket searching for hand washers, and we were short of hand washers in supermarkets too. So everyone, I think whoever is not using hand washers at home, and we were using just washing with soaps, started using hand washers at home. Also with the kids, we started incorporating those habits of using hand washers for every use and every after playing and everything. So I think it was used extensively at the time of pandemic, and a lot of profits were made by the hand wash and sanitizer companies during pandemic.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ashwini, and over to Toastmaster Sapna. That concludes my...
Sapna, please give our guest a turn.
Okay, okay, yeah. I have one more prop here. Vidya, are you on screen?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. The steamer, which I got it.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Table Topic Master. When I see the steamer, it plays a pivotal role in my life. You know why I say it? It is because I have stayed most of my time in Bangalore. In Bangalore, when I feel, because of the climate, because of the chilly weather season, I always used to get cold and cough. And this steamer had really helped me. And I remember when I was working with Volvo company as a finance professional, and I was not able to attend the office in the beginning of few days. But later, I thought of buying the steamer. And when I started steaming, I felt so pleasant, felt so relaxed. And even the doctor had told me that my tonsils needs to be operated. But while using the steamer, it helped me, it changed my lifestyle, it changed my health,
It changed me and made me more healthier. And more than gold and anything, more than, I can say that more than any stuff that I keep in my hand, I always keep the steamer as one of the most essential thing in my home. And I always suggest my friends and my family members also to use this. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidya. These items or props were crazy, but I thought it will entertain you all. That concludes my segment. Over to Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. It did bring in a lot of crazy memories about the lockdown. Thank you for that. And now we begin with the third segment of the day. Before that, can you, timer, Toastmaster Radha, could you please tell us the time taken by the table?
Yeah, well, it was a very interesting session. And Toastmaster Anita, she has taken 1 minute and 35 seconds. Toastmaster Gladys has taken 1 minute and 50 seconds. Toastmaster Ashwin has taken 1 minute and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Ashwini, she has taken only 47 seconds. So I don't think she's eligible for that, for voting. And Vidya, she has taken 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Does Ashwini get the grace period?
She's taken only 47 seconds. Yeah.
It's okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think all of them qualify because they get a grace of 30 seconds of speaking more than 30 seconds, I guess. So please vote for the best speaker. And let's move on to the third segment of the day, and that is general evaluation. To conduct the evaluation segment, we have with us Toastmaster. And here's the crazy experience that she shared with me. When she was in the 6th standard, she once tried jumping out of the Columbus because of the fear. And this definitely brought in a lot of memories of the exhibition that we used to have in Bangalore. I hope this pandemic gets over soon and we get an opportunity to, all of us together as MTM, to have a picnic maybe at the exhibition someday. So over to you, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you, TM Modi Sapna. Now we begin with the evaluation section. I request Toastmaster Shraddha to give her evaluation on the speech given by Toastmaster Avin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. Good morning once again. Congratulations, Toastmaster Avin, for completing your another project. You started a speech with the story about a small incident where a girl is asking for ice cream and how her parents and her brother reacted. You told that looking at the ice cream cart, immediately she asked for ice cream and her father said no ice cream for you. And her mother trying to pacify her, even your father is worried about your health. That's why he's refusing. And here, brother's reaction, I think I find it little hidden motives here. It is little preposterous that he wants to eat KFC. That's why he's asking his parents to go for KFC instead of ice cream. Then you gave another two example, how a unwilling person is forced to take part in an event and how a situation between a manager and his employee. Now, when we write a speech, we have to concentrate on beginning, body, and conclusion. The body was great. You explained about the communication style. You asked us to give feedback about your communication styles. And you ended with the quote from Viktor Frankl. Everything is great. What you could have done a little differently. Papa, I want ice cream. No ice cream for you. It's a pandemic time. Baby, your father loves you. We will buy it some other time. Hey, can we go for KFC instead? See, communication can be done by not just by mentioning it, your tone, your body language, or you can just communicate with your eyes. That's how I do with my family. Just one look is enough to see that whether I am happy or I'm angry or I'm sad. So I hope you did great. I mean, you used hand gestures at everything, but you could have communicated little differently. So I hope you will use those feedbacks in your future project. Sorry, that was very preposterous of me to mention a wrong word. So all the best, Avin, and thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. Now I call on Toastmaster Winston to evaluate Toastmaster Kavita.
Hello, Toastmasters, and especially Toastmaster Kavita. Your speech 50 before 50 was really an interesting speech. I know you have prepared the speech very well and also rehearsed it, because your language, English language, was fluent and without much of R's and crutch words. I'm sure you must have rehearsed it again and again because you wanted to concentrate on your body language. Your body language was quite good and it was flowing with the words. Appropriate, I mean, signs you showed us. But talking about signs, one or two suggestions, I will do it now only instead of going at the end. You could have said flying and dropped. Okay, so those are very interesting. You said flying and drop, which gives more expression, flying and drop. And one more suggestion I will give you here is, you said drop, and you could have stopped there for few seconds, because that will give suspense. What happened when you dropped in the water? Okay, you said dropped and you continued your speech. Okay, this is the suggestion which I would, if I had to make the speech, I would have done that, and I'm sure you'll agree with it. When there is a pause at a certain place, in spite of your body language, that gives more interest to the audience. So please try to include this in your future speech. And your eye contact were not that good, because sometimes you are looking up and that, but I think that can be overlooked because you have beautiful eyes and everybody was looking at your eyes only. So, and even your conclusion was very good. Your conclusion was very good. Just I wrote it somewhere, I forgot what was your conclusion, but the sentence was very good. And I really congratulate you. Have improved on your body language, and these few suggestions, if you take, you will be a really marvelous speaker. Thank you. All the best. Over to you, Seema.
Thank you, Toastmaster Winston. Now I invite Toastmaster Benzita to give her evaluation on the speech by Toastmaster Sukanya.
Benzita? Yeah. Benzita, we can't hear you. Just try your audio. Seema, maybe you could, are you there, Benzita? Or she is to,
so
maybe we can go ahead with the next one and then come back to Benzita. Give her time to log in again.
Now I request Toastmaster Praveen to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Sulata.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. Congratulations to completing your project. I learned that you delivered this speech at Sahyadri Toastmasters, and many members were praising your speech. I was over the moon to listen to your speech, but today I have achieved it. Thank you for delivering the same speech today. The content is the mother of a speech, and the style of delivering is the father. Both were apt. You met both the role very clearly. The content was very good. The style of delivery was also very good. The body language was apt. You have a ringing voice so that all the audience can listen to your voice clearly, which is a very must to public speakers. As far as grammatical part concerned, no doubt you are master in it. I also didn't notice many of the new words as well as phrases. The speech was all about food, sweet, and different cuisine. We should definitely follow your suggestions in our daily life. Even my wife is also in a diet. She is also avoiding having sweet. So it reminded that there is some relation with your speech. As far as suggestions part concerned, I have a couple of suggestions, because every arrow that hits bullseye is the result of 100 misses. Probably.
You're muted. Go ahead.
Yeah. Suggestion number 1, the light, camera, action were very good. But I would appreciate if you raise the position of your camera a little bit high. If it is good, that the camera, the position of the camera and your face would be parallel. So you can avoid a little bit bending like this towards camera. It may distract the audience. And you know, I also face the same problem. At that time, I keep a chair on the table and I adjust the camera to my face. The second one is, in the middle of your speech, you used Dimag ki batti. As it is a Hindi phrase or a sentence, it won't look good. So try to use or try to tell the same sentence in English so that we can follow the protocol of Toastmasters International. All in all, you are a fabulous speaker for MTM. Congratulations for your project completion and all the best for your future projects. Thank you. Back to Seema.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravi. Once again, I request Toastmaster Benzita.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, just let me know if the video is also working fine. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. I think there was a network issue. Can I start?
But your video is not highlighted. Yeah, now it is. You can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Sukanya, definitely a pretty neat speech for something that deals with waste management. And there were several positive highlights to your speech that included, you showed us various forms of communication. You also had a very succinct and clear speech with lots of direct forms of communication. I liked how you went into the entire process without being too detailed about it. Because for you, it was something that was very familiar, but it was very new to the audience. So it was important to give the right information, but not to give too much information that we got lost in the process. And I think that is something you achieved quite well, because there were several points in your story and it was quite easy to get lost in it. So that is something that was very well appreciated. And there were several forms of communication that was highlighted. And the interesting part about how you focused on not just what you communicated, but also how and why you decided that different groups of communication required different ways of putting them across. we could see several forms. It could be very formal forms of communication, such as the conference, the press conference that you all had to have, and then the letter given to you all by the corporation, discussion in the community, how it was quite different, committee, how it was quite different from reaching out to the community and speaking to the stakeholders, even non-verbal forms of communication where you all decided to inspect what was happening and send in the photos. So it was quite interesting to see that a speech that focused on developing a communication plan went into so many details without actually making it sound like a lecture or trying to communicate these are the forms of communication. They were all hidden there, and it was quite a learning experience for us, not just about waste management, but definitely how to put these points across. Having said that, a little bit more of, there was a lot of content that was very well put, and your absolutely wonderful enunciation made it so very nice to listen to it. Adding in a little bit more of connect, because the content was really well placed, adding a little bit more of content with a personal touch, an anecdotal touch, or an emotion would have increased the flavor of your speech. Overall, a very nice speech that left us cleaned and dusted and absolutely speechless. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sukanya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Benzita. Now I request the timer Radha to tell the time taken by each evaluator.
Evaluation always peps up the speakers, and I'm sure all the speakers must have taken a note on their positive and negative in their speeches. So evaluator Toastmaster Shraddha has taken 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Toastmaster Winston has taken 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Benzita has taken 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And Praveen has taken 3 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's your call now.
All are eligible for voting. I request Toastmaster Gladys to put the link for the vote in the chat box, and all of you can vote. In the meantime, I call on our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Fiona, to give her report.
Thank you, I will start with my report. Toastmaster Sapna, TMOD did not, where is Sapna? Okay, you did not use a word for the day, but you did have good usage such as uber crazy, graceful, yummylicious, speech platter. Incorrect usage, adventures you will do, adventures you will go on would be better. Pandemic gets over, pandemic is over, better. Toastmaster Avin, define an identity, innate, spontaneous, demoralized, iron sharpens an iron. That is good. You use the word of the day. You said Corona time. I'm sure there is better usage than Corona time. I think, can somebody help me out? Anita ma'am, is it okay to use Corona time, pandemic time, COVID time?
Doesn't actually sound correct. Perhaps it's a translation from the vernacular, no, or from the local language. So it's better to say pandemic, during the pandemic or during the COVID.
Yeah, need not add time after it. All right. Toastmaster Della, you used the word of the day. Thank you for that. Toastmaster Kavita, you had many adjectives: ambition, ethereal, ineffable, elevate your fears, strived hard, cakewalk, amenities, plethora. My goodness, there's so many words I didn't write down all. The incorrect usage was me and my husband and I should be the correct one. I am learning keyboard. I am learning to play the keyboard. I would like to share, you said, you gave 4 instances, and each time when you went to the instance, you said, I would like to share. You probably use a different word. I would like to, okay, I can't get a word, but I don't think that using the same one would be, it becomes repetitive. DTM Sukanya, environmentally sensitive, increase sustainability, strengthen dialogue, chief recyclers, conveniently reverted. That was good usage. I did not find any incorrect usage, and you used the word for the day. Toastmaster Sulata, tantalizingly spicy, loud banter, detectable spread. For peace to prevail, rejuvenate. Good usage that was. Incorrect usage, Indian fat wedding, fat Indian wedding. You mix that up and it is food. You keep saying food, it is food and foodie. Okay, OOD. DTM Anita, handy tool, quest for a proper detergent. Chanting and ranting was the good usage. You use the word for the day. Then Toastmaster Gladys, respite, stealthily. Then you said me being a banker. You can say I being a banker. Yeah, okay, that's it. Father Ashwin, worth reading, best friend, energetic was good usage. Incorrect usage was books need not worry. We need not worry about books. You said books need not worry, so you could change that. Toastmaster Ashwini, extensively was the good usage, and incorrect usage was playing and everything. We stop at playing. We get used to saying playing and everything. So it's not and everything, playing. Vidya, you used most essential. I'm sorry, I missed. I did not listen to you with the incorrect usage, nor if you use the word for the day. Please excuse me for that. Toastmaster Shraddha, pacify, hidden motive was the good usage, and the incorrect usage, communication can be done. Instead of communication can be done, you can say we can communicate. You use the word of the day 2 times. Congratulations. Toastmaster Winston, flowing with words, marvelous. That was good usage. Then you said make the speech, give the speech is the correct usage. Toastmaster Praveen, over the moon, style of delivery. That was good usage. Very good. It is cuisine. The way you pronounce it, cuisine. Cuisine. Okay. As far as suggestion part concerned, you said as far as suggestion part concerned. As far as suggestions are concerned, that is how you word it. Okay, and finally, Benzita, pretty neat, positive highlights, increased flavor, enunciation. That's the word, no? Enunciation. Very good. And I just have special mentions. Sukanya ma'am said, earned me enemies, which I liked very much. That was nice. And Toastmaster Sulata, it is not about the years in your life, but the life in your years. It's very good experience. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you, Fiona. Now I request Toastmaster Della to give the R counter report.
Seema, could I just request everyone to please finish voting?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Already the chat, the link is put in the chat box. Hope all of you have voted. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Toastmaster Sunita, to use the word for the day in the chat box quite a few times. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Me too, me too.
Oh, yes, Sean. Sorry, I forgot about you. Yes, Sean also. Congratulations, Sean.
Sorry for interrupting. I haven't got the link for table topic master evaluate. I'm sorry, table topic evaluation and voting and the other one, speaker. I only got for the evaluation.
Yeah,
Is that right?
they were posted earlier. We can ask Gladys if she can post them again. If you haven't closed it, Gladys, can you post it again, please? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Shall I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, Della.
Any more interruptions?
No, you start.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. So I was waiting for the R's, O's, the pauses, but at the beginning, the first segment, we did not have many R's, and that was quite preposterous, but it's good from our end. However, the second segment, Toastmaster Shraddha, no, the second segment is table topics. Sorry about that. Toastmaster Sapna had 2 R's. Toastmaster Anita had quite a few R's, about 9. Toastmaster Gladys 2. Toastmaster Ashwin had about 6. Toastmaster Vidya, sorry, the guest Vidya had the filler and, which was not necessary. Coming to the third segment, Toastmaster sorry, I missed Toastmaster Ashwini. She had about fillers and pauses and about 7 hours. Coming to the evaluation, Toastmaster Shraddha had about 11 hours, Toastmaster Winston 2, Toastmaster Benzita had 4, and Toastmaster Praveen had 4 as well. Timer, Ms. Radha had 2, grammarian Fiona had about 3. The speakers, however, Toastmaster Kavita had 1 hour, and Toastmaster Sukanya had about 6 hours and repeated certain words which were not necessary. Thank you, and this is the report for today. Over to you, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you, Toastmaster Della. Now it's time for my general evaluator's report. I was overwhelmed by the innovative way that Toastmaster Radha, our Sergeant at Arms, started the meeting today. She also warmed up all of us, the audience, by tailoring the ground rules aptly. It was followed by the serene music that really brought the prayerful mood, which was played by our Toastmaster Neil. The President Toastmaster Sunita, with her bold and soothing voice, welcomed the guests and congratulated the achievers. When our TMOD Toastmaster Sapna sent the theme initially to me to prepare the poster, it sounded preposterous to me. But when she introduced it and went ahead posing questions to the role takers, I'm sure all of us started going back to our own, or recalling the crazy moments that we had in our life. Then she meticulously introduced the tag team. Though the timer Radha, our grammarian Toastmaster Fiona, and our counter Toastmaster Della explained their role very precisely in the beginning of the meeting, we all are witness to the fact that they have done their job so methodically that we have to learn so much from these young Toastmasters who are highly spirited. All the 4 speakers, Toastmaster Avin, with his perfect perspective on different communication styles, Toastmaster Kavita, with the small bucket with big list, Sukanya, Toastmaster DTM Sukanya, on her waste management tactics, and Toastmaster Sulata creating bubbles in our growling stomachs early in the morning with mouth-watering delicacies. All were marvelous in their presentation, and we had so much to take home for life from these informative speeches. The table topics by Toastmaster Sapna Ramraj exhibited her creative ability once again by choosing such crazy props that every member was enthusiastic to speak. DTM Anita, with the way she used her detergent, Toastmaster Gladys revealing the top secret of playing board in her bank, Toastmaster Ashwin, lover of books, using them worthily, and Toastmaster Ashwini using hand wash extensively. Toastmaster, the guest Vidya talking about steamer that played a pivotal role in her life. Each one was so spontaneous in using the time given to her or him very fruitfully. All the 4 evaluators, Toastmaster Shraddha, Toastmaster Winston, Benzita, and Praveen, did a commendable job by giving positive feedback to every speaker, and at the end, giving some observations for improvement so that all of us can compete with ourselves and become better speakers. I also enjoyed the comment in the chat box, especially the award for the best photographer of the day, Toastmaster year, I'm sorry, not day, by Toastmaster Sean. On the whole, the whole meeting was like a well-knit web, especially thanks to those 3 people who worked behind the screen: Zoom host Toastmaster Sunita, President, Google Form creator Toastmaster Gladys, and photographer Toastmaster Sean. I can just say that the goal of Toastmaster meetings is not to be perfect by the end of the meeting, but to compete with ourselves so that we become better in the next meeting. I look forward for such fruitful meetings ahead. Thank you, and over to you, TMOD Toastmaster Sapna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. That was indeed meticulous, and you included every point. I just have a doubt. Was it actually a prepared speech? But I'm sure the kind of person you are, it wasn't prepared. It was definitely perfect. Thank you so much. Before we go to the awards for the day, let me tell you some secret about what is that crazy stuff that our president is crazy about. Now, she said that she's really crazy about dancing, be it Indian, Western, any form. She loves to dance, and she can dance throughout the day also. So I think let us have a meeting where, we dedicate this to dance and just dance. Maybe we could call it dance pe chance. Okay, moving forward. Okay, Toastmaster Gladys, are the awards ready? Are the certificates ready?
We'll have to ask Radha that. Radha, are we ready with the certificates?
Yeah, we are done with it.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay, can we please spotlight even Toastmaster Sunita, President of the club?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes. Okay, Radha, could you please upload the certificate on the screen, and I could just announce the first award is for the best. She's already put it. For the best speaker, it goes to Toastmaster Sulata. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sulata. Now, the next award is for best table topic speaker, and the award goes to Toastmaster Gladys. Congratulations. Can we have her on the spotlight? Congratulations, Gladys. And the final award is for the best evaluator, and that goes to Toastmaster Benzita. Congratulations, Toastmaster Benzita.
I think she's left. That's okay.
Okay, no problem. So I think we can just smile for 2 seconds when our photographer of the year clicks a picture of all of us. Smile, people.
Rather, you can stop sharing. Yeah, you can click.
Sean, please let us know when you finish clicking.
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sean. And before I conclude, I would hand it over back to Sunita. I think if we have enough time, we can have the crazy round robin session. Else, we could just over to you, Toastmaster Sunita. You could proceed to the meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Sapna. We'll be quick about this. We have one more award for the best role taker of the day. While I would like to acknowledge the effort that Toastmaster Sapna has put in for today, I will give the award for best role taker to Neil for introducing such an innovative concept. I told Sean when he first did the prayer that he has started a new trend among the young men. So maybe the elderly men need to, I shouldn't say elderly, maybe the older men need to follow. So it was, if you remember, it was Sean who did the prayer. Then it was last time, it was Yonel, then Sean, and today it is Neil. So the best role taker will go to Neil for something innovative. But Sapna, a big round of applause to you for a wonderful meeting, well enjoyed by everyone.
Toastmaster Sunita.